Seen any new makeup lately? Yeah, it's all I've been doing for months, and we got more coming today and over the next few days to weeks. It's starting to dwindle, but we still have some very important releases. And today, for the sake of time, we're going to put two of them together. We're going to look at some shades of the brand new Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eye Illusion Eyeshadow Duo. That's the super expensive glittery eyeshadow duos. And we're going to look at Lisa Eldridge. She's got this really cool refillable lipstick in a new formula, and I have about 4 shades of that. Very cool. About 50% of that collection. You're going to see all that today with me, Rebecca. I am a fashion and beauty editor who has worked for over 20 years in that realm, speaking to, interviewing, and writing for some of the biggest names in the industry. But I have brought Not Fit for Print Beauty right here, so you can have a sort of live beauty magazine to look at every day or so here on YouTube. All right, let's get started. Lots of new stuff. We got the Sephora sale going on. One of the things available at the Sephora sale, of course, is the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Illusion Eyeshadow Duo. Now, I did not recommend this in my Sephora recommendation sale video, which I will link at the end of this video for you to take a look at. I'd love for you to take a look at that. These are controversial. Is that a good word for it? I'll tell you what's happening with these. So we got 5 different shades. I picked up 2 of them. I picked up Do You Know Who I Am and Talk to My Team. So Do You Know Who I Am is kind of they said like a maple look. Here, I got swatches for these in 2 different lights, so don't worry, okay? This just fell out. It's been that way ever since, so I'll kind of try to hold it in with my finger. It didn't break, but needs some Gorilla Glue. That is Do You Know Who I Am? It's kind of a maple looking with like a kind of a silver. And then we have like a champagne with a pink silver in Talk to My Team. I don't think this one falls out. Here it is in the pan. These are basically glitter eyeshadows. Now, it's hard for me to avoid. I kind of waited on this one. My delivery was held up a little bit, and I've been playing with them for a day or so. I actually used them on my daughter and her friends for their Halloween costumes. My daughter and her friends did holidays as their Halloween costumes. So one of them was Valentine's Day, one of them was Christmas, one of them was Easter, St. Patrick's Day. My daughter was New Year's Eve, so I had a lot of fun with this on her. And they are basically just a glitter eyeshadow. A lot of people say you would need some sort of a glitter glue. I don't think so. Is there fallout with these? Yeah, they're pure glitter, essentially. Now, Patrick Ta had, a long time ago, let me get it and show you. He had this loose glitter that his brand released that came actually in like a little salt shaker. It's got, honestly, it looks like a little pepper shaker. This was actual just glitter with nothing else. Just glitter. Like you could have gone to Michael's and got the same thing. And I reviewed it and then went to post it, and there was no, like they kind of went, oops. Can we take that back? Can we walk that back? And it was like gone. Like it had never existed. What product? That was just glitter. So this almost is like the reissuing of that, if I may be so bold, you know. And it doesn't need glitter glue. It's going to have a little bit of fallout anyway, just because it's gonna. I mean, it's glittery, but they want you to use this, like in all the demos that I'm seeing, they're using this like with the matte eyeshadow palette from Patrick Ta, so you can have a little bit of a matte brown maybe in the crease or around, and then this to accent it. I used this last night because they were being costumey, so I used this last night just on its own. You can apply it with a fluffy brush, with fingers. We'll look at both. Here are the 2 shades in the first one, Do You Know Who I Am? Here they are on my finger. And then on my hand, you know, I did it, they're fairly subtle. And then if I could take this off here, I have a little cloth on my lap. Here is Talk to My Team, which I think is actually a little bit more interesting. And I'm going to put the Talk to My Team right here on this side. Talk to My Team, Do You Know Who I Am? Let's take you to looking at those outside in the warm California sunshine. See what you think of those. Oh, they're nice. They're very nice. They're glitter eyeshadow. And of course, what people are upset about, there's 3 other shade combos, by the way, 5 in total. What people are upset is the price. Of course, $42. So you're going to have like, well, plus tax, you're going to have about $21 for each glitter eyeshadow. It's hard to produce. And, you know, like in the Talk to My Team, we have a little bit of a shift, kind of a duochrome. So you know, it's not cheap to produce a good glitter eyeshadow. Do you have other glitter eyeshadows in your collection, even if they're just one of many in a palette? Yeah. So is this a necessity unless you wear a lot of glitter? I frankly don't think so. Is this a bad product? No. Does it have fallout? Well, yeah, it's glitter. Do you need glitter glue? No. Are you going to have to put up with a little bit of fallout? Probably. Yeah. Is it a good product? Sure. Do you need it? Probably not. So it can be all of those things at once, guys. And heck, if you're going to get it, you might as well get it on sale if you're in North America for the Sephora sale or any of the sales in your neck of the woods, wherever you live. There's a lot of them right now. And we're going to look at them and try them on and just kind of play with them a little bit and see what you think. I should have taken a picture of my daughter's eyes last night. I just did like crazy glitter because, like I said, her costume, I'm filming this on November 1st. Her costume on October 31st was, like I said, New Year's Eve. So I went really gold and it was really fun. But, you know, it's not really like office appropriate. All right, let's switch gears and talk a little bit about lipstick. Let's talk about the Lisa Eldridge Rouge Experience refillable lipsticks. Here it is. Here's one in a case. In the case, these are $59. You can pay $4 extra and get your monogrammed initials on it, which I'll talk about in a second. And then the refills they look like this, not as pretty, but still presentable, actually. The refills are $30. So you can use these refills, and they don't have that annoying clear plastic top. They have a metal top, so they're, you know, you can join the cheapies club and get each for $30. You know, I used to tease about monogramming cosmetics. I used to be like, who monograms a lipstick? And then you guys started writing in, lovely people that you are, telling me that actually the monograms make it really special, really nice to take out of your bag, really nice to gift. And I was like, yeah, actually I can see that. And it's only like $4 more in American dollars. Similarly, no matter where you live. And I thought, actually, I have changed my tune on that. I think it would be a beautiful gift. Actually. And in fact, one of the shades I picked up here, Audrey, that's the name of one of my daughter's best friends. So how fun would that be to get her that shade and then monogram it, right? So Audrey, you'll have to watch this and see if you like the Audrey shade. Speaking of shades, there are 8 of them. I purchased 4, and we're going to look at them all. I purchased Ribbon, Audrey, Medici, and Lisa. I'm actually wearing Medici right now, and we're going to look at these more closely. But I want to talk to you very quickly about the casing, which I think looks like a peanut. It needs a little monocle and a cane. That sounds rude. I don't mean it that way. I should say figure 8, I suppose. It does look like a peanut, though. It's the color, too. But it's very pretty. So Lisa Eldridge, if you know anything about her as a makeup artist, has a very vast collection of retro makeup. You know, she's very much into cosmetics history, which is fascinating, by the way, and she is so knowledgeable and interesting when she speaks about it. And she was looking at her collection of all of her retro makeup, and especially the lipstick cases. She said they're also relevant and pretty even today. And she kind of had to think. She stopped and thought about what it is that makes them so beautiful to her and so endearing. And she really thought about that when she designed this collection. Plus, she thought of sustainability. You know, we're also anti-plastic and polluting the earth. But then even in refillable products, we have all this plastic, you know. So this does not contain any plastic and is beautiful. They're really easy to switch out. I gave Lisa Eldridge a little bit of extra money, which is fine. But I bought 2 in the case and then 2 refillable because I bought 4 of the 8 shades, half the collection to show you. I would have liked to have bought them all, but, you know, I mean, I'm purchasing them. So, and so I spent a little extra, but that's fine. I do appreciate that. Again, to keep with the no plastic, we have a metal cover for this too. So you can put that in your bag. It's not going to fall off. Obviously, this refill is not as pretty as the actual packaging, but I'm just saying. Okay, so we're going to look at the shades I got. We're going to try some on. I am wearing Medici right now. So we'll swatch these in person and then outside in the warm California sunshine. Then we'll change it up. I want you to see all of these. So Ribbon, I didn't start with Ribbon because it's such a dark red. I wanted to make sure. Here it is, just kind of one swatch. But it's really nice. This is a new formula. You know, when Lisa Eldridge, that's Ribbon, when Lisa Eldridge first came out with her lipstick formula, her new lipstick formula, it was that velvet lipstick like nothing we'd ever seen. It was so comfortable, so light. And since then, lipstick technology, is there such a thing? There is actually, I guess, has kind of caught up with it. Now every lipstick is comfortable. So it was time for Lisa Eldridge to reformulate, and she made this beautiful lightweight cream. It's really soft and luminous and very blurring. Here is that shade I was just mentioning, Audrey. And I really built it up here. Isn't that pretty? Let me do a little next to it. There it is, like light. This can really be worn like a stain. It's a really pretty, like blushing coral pink. That's very pretty. Then the one I'm wearing now, which I have in a refill, which is Medici. Makes sense. We know Lisa Eldridge loves those Italian, there we go, Medici. That's a few different swatches of it. And we're going to play with it here too. We're going to try on all 4 of these so you can have them, you can see what they look like on lips. And then of course here's Lisa. I had to get Lisa. Must be her favorite shade, I thought. Maybe she says in a video that I didn't see. Here's Lisa. Kind of similar to Medici a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Let's see them better as we take them outside into the warm California sunshine. And in the warm California sunshine, again, we have Ribbon, Audrey, Medici, and Lisa as the shades. These feel really, they do feel really creamy. They're definitely blurring. They're very easy to put on. As I tell you guys all the time, and I said yesterday, I did my Dolce & Gabbana review, and I talked about how if you really want to tell if a lipstick is good, get it in a dark shade, because that's how you can kind of tell. And I did try to get these in some dark shades, not just super light ones, because that's how you can really see how it works. And we'll see that with Ribbon. I've been playing with these for a day or two. My delivery was a little delayed, and then making the video got delayed. So I've been playing with them, and I thought I have tried and played with Ribbon. I think it works really well. These are nice and kind of thick. They're not transfer proof or anything. They don't promise to be. They're very much a traditional lipstick, but very lightweight in the tradition of what Lisa Eldridge creates. But they have a little bit of drag to them when you're putting them on your lips, so they're really pigmented and nice. Let me show you. Here's Medici. I just have like one layer of it on, really pigmented. And let me just show you a little more. Again, this is the refill. It just goes on very smoothly. I can smile and you're not seeing any cracks in lipstick lines, but we'll investigate that particularly with the red shades, especially with Ribbon. Let's go do a change right now of the shades, and then we're also going to play with our Patrick Ta. Okay, so we have a lot to do. Make sure that you are subscribed. That's the kindest thing you can do for me. And do check below and on screen. I try to put things on YouTube Shopping when I can. Lisa Eldridge won't be available for that, but the Patrick Ta, I'll try if I can. And then down below in the description bar, you can click on it or shop or use my links for Sephora, the Sephora sale. But I'll also have my Sephora sale video posted after this one, so you can click on that. But, look down below. We got a Facebook group that's really amazing that Helen is running, and you can find information on that. We've got a $4.99 a month membership here on YouTube. We do weekly lives that you'd be entitled to attend, and we have a lot of fun with those, so check that out. And also, how to give super thanks and how to find me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, all that good stuff. All right, let's change up our lipstick shade and play with some glittery eyeshadow. Okay, did a lipstick shade change. This is Lisa. It looks similar to Medici, doesn't it? I promise you, I took it all off, but it is a little bit of similar in tone. Just maybe a little bit lighter. I think I prefer Medici, but Medici has a little more purple in it. This is a little more of a kind of an everyday neutral. It's not really warm. It's not really cool, but there it is, Lisa. And again, these refills will work. They're not as pretty to bring out of your bag, but they definitely work. That's the Lisa shade. Okay, let's play with this Patrick Ta. Now, here's my issue with trying these on, and we will look at the other 2 Lisa shades as well. My issue with trying this on is that I would love to do one look on both eyes and then take it off. The glitter is just never gonna come off. So we'll do 1 and 1, and I'll be a little bit imbalanced, but you're used to that. Oh, okay. So, do you know who I am? Let's work with both. Again, ideally, this would have, maybe some other shades in with it, but I don't know what mattes and such you own, so I don't want to muddy the waters. Let me just show you. Here I am just kind of dragging it on with a flat brush. That will give you very little fallout. If you're using a fluffy brush, it's going to go everywhere. But if you just take a kind of a brush here, that's that top shade, and just go like that onto the eye, you're going to get very little, if any, fallout. But it might not be. I'm going to use this. This is a Refer number 2 Max, if you're wondering. It might not be as intense as you'd like. Let me show you it here. Here's the second shade. So I'm just kind of doing a look, and there's nothing wrong with this as a look, especially around the holidays. That's really pretty, and that's the first duo I got, which is Do You Know Who I Am? If you recall from the beginning, I'm holding this tilted this way because this little guy wants to make a jump for it. But if you use your finger, you're going to get a little bit of a more intense color payoff just by using the finger. Let me just show you there. See? And now we're getting to a really pretty look and a really party-friendly look, but a lot crazier looking. Crazier? Is it really that crazy? Not really. Am I getting some fallout? Teeny bit. Just go slowly. If you're like patting, you know, you can kind of pat, but if you're going to really go crazy, if you're going to use a fluffy brush, you're going to get more fallout. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying if you're getting too much fallout, it's kind of user error. You don't need, you really don't need glitter glue. Go ahead and use it if you want. I just think it's a mess. Okay, let's look at Talk to My Team. So I'm going to take this Talk to My Team shade, which is kind of a silvery shade, and I put that on just initially with my fingers. And I got a little bit of fallout right here, just a little bit. That's okay. Again, if you use a brush, you're going to get a little bit less depending on the brush. But I'm going to take the brush, let's see. I'm going to take, here we have a refer number 26. And I'm going to take this duochrome in the Talk to My Team and just kind of put it over and a little bit. You're not going to see it as much when you don't. But I don't know if I want you to see the duochrome. I just want a little bit of the duochrome. I'll show you though. So here's the kind of difference in the eye looks basically. Here we go. Here's the duochrome applied with finger. And here are basically the difference in the eye looks. Clearly two different eye looks. This one is Talk to My Team. And this one is Do You Know Who I Am? I love the names of his products. It really makes sense that they're based in Los Angeles. It's like every Los Angelino in a nutshell. I'm just saying. I've lived here my whole life, trust me. Do you know who I am? No, I adamantly do not. Okay, but anyway, I digress. Okay, very pretty. Please know that, again, in all the videos, they're changing it up with lots of different mattes or shimmers, whatever you want. So these can kind of accent your eyes, or they can be the whole look. And Patrick Ta likes to grab one of them and even put it in the center, the inner corner, I should say. And you can run it down the center too. There's lots you can do with these. They're very, very pretty. We need to try on Ribbon and Audrey. So let's start with Audrey and then we'll move to Ribbon. Stay right there. I know I've got mismatched eyes. I'll fix it. Stay right there. Oh wow, this Audrey shade is a very pretty pink. I didn't know if I would like it, but it's actually quite pretty. Here it is. And I am really enjoying this formula. It's really nice. It's kind of a shell pink. Kind of a little bit of a retro shade, not surprising for Lisa Eldridge. And that's actually quite pretty. I don't know if I have a shade like it. I will say this, Lisa Eldridge is famous for producing unique shades. I have that rainbow spill from a release of hers from seasons ago. I mean, I don't think there's any shades like that in any lipstick anywhere. You may disagree, but I think I'm right on that. And this is the shade Audrey. All right, I brought over a well-loved, I've been using it for this video, makeup eraser. And let's take this off to the best we can here. And now we're going to look at Ribbon. Now the thing about Ribbon is it's a very bright red. I told you guys I've been trying to wear more reds lately. So I definitely brought over, this is a refer number 3 that I would use. I like to use kind of a stiff, really more like this one, eyeshadow or eye pencil brush for lipstick. I'm assuming I'm going to need this for this Ribbon shade. I did when I played with it yesterday. By the way, I've tried to even out the eyes a little bit. They're still not perfectly even, but just so you're not feeling like that. Okay, let's do this. This is Ribbon. Wow. All right. So this is me making a mess with the first application. I know it's messy. Don't panic. And obviously it needs to be cleaned out. Not too bad. Look. I did this on camera. Look. And there's a little bit of feathering. Not really, though. I'm amazed. It's so much easier to wear red lipstick now than it was even a year ago, to be honest. Remember how much fuss and muss it used to be? I had some things to fix on this red. But how quickly is that me doing a red with you here on camera? Let me just take this and I'll just kind of, I love these brushes. I'm just kind of lurking it in so there's no, obviously if I didn't have camera performance anxiety. Camera performance anxiety, I just said. I could do this a little bit better, but I mean, not bad. I mean, really. And how easy and simple for such a dark red. And like I said earlier, you want to know if a lipstick is good and the formula is good, buy it in the darkest shade or see somebody put it on in the darkest shade. That's not a makeup artist. And see how well they do, and that will let you know. Isn't that beautiful? Really nice formula. Yeah, Lisa Eldridge hit it out of the park with this. Plus, the cases are gorge, even though they look like peanuts. But I have nothing against a peanut. I mean, you know, yum. Good protein source. Really good. Okay, so very, very nice. In terms of the Patrick Ta, if I could just do a recap, really nice, beautiful packaging. You can join the Cheapies Club and just buy a refill and still use it. Not as pretty as the peanut case, but figure 8 case. Anyway, the Patrick Ta, really beautiful. Product performs well. Gonna give you a little bit of fallout, not too much. Really beautiful. Do you have something like it already and could you save the money? Sure. If you feel you have FOMO and you want to grab it on sale if you're in North America at the Sephora sale, more power to you, honestly. You know, but it is what it is. It's a glitter eyeshadow for $42. I mean, they're tough to produce, but I mean, I think he did a good job of it. It's certainly better than that silly loose glitter that his team recalled almost as quickly as they put it out there. But anyway, pretty stuff and really holiday-like. And yeah, if you got a little extra cash and you want to get a Lisa Eldridge, if you can spend a little more and monogram it for someone you love, or yourself, that's even better. All right, let me know what you guys think. I mean, we are a community here. It's not just about me yapping on. Let me know what you think. Share it with all of us in the community down below. And make sure, of course, that you also share this video and like it. And again, as I always say, make sure that you do click that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And I will see all of you in the next video. We got Dolce & Gabbana tomorrow. And then coming up, we got Bobbi Brown. I've got Iris and Romeo. I've got Merit. I've got Current Body. I've got more Halo Zip. I have got so much stuff. So much. See you soon.